At Sharnbrook, we're running the BTEC Level 3 subsidiary and diploma fashion and clothing course, which is 16 up to 18-year-olds pre-degree level students. This is the first time the course is run. This was our pilot year running the course. Traditionally, we would have drafted our patterns on the table by hand. We wanted something that's going to be different, something that would set us apart from our competitors. We did some research into different CAD/CAM applications for designing patterns and for doing a 3D visualisation of the garments. Looked at various different packages, and Optitex was the one that seemed most user-friendly for students. It's very powerful. It's accessible right down to year 9, as well as the pre-degree level students. And we decided to make the investment to bring it into the school.
Well, I wanted to do it ever since I was little, and it's kind of, I've grew up with it and I enjoy doing it. It's something that I really find inspiring, and I just, enjoy it really. I learned how to sew when I was about 7 or 8, so I've basically been sewing, doing my own clothes and stuff since about then. I didn't really know how to use it to start with. I was very confused on what went where, and it was very challenging for me as I don't get on with computers that well. But once I learned how to use it, it was quite simple and straightforward. But it was the first time it's ever been used, obviously in the school, so it's quite special for us, I suppose.
Well, I enjoyed textiles, so I thought that with fashion coming along as one of the subjects, I thought that'd be good to move on to that course. And I thought it would help because I wanted to go into the fashion industry at university, so I thought that'd be a good subject to have. I've never used like a computer software like that before, and my pattern was completely different to like the others, as mine was backless, so I just kept working on it and trying to change things all the time, and Mrs. helped a lot. I'm more comfortable with it, but you have to like get used to it, so it is a bit difficult.
Optitex actually has many online tutorials that we can access. There's worksheets we can download, they have little video clips. If we want, for example, to move a dart, we can move a dart within minutes on the software, and we get a very quick response to that. We get real-time pattern manipulations. If we were drafting that by hand, we could predict that we were going to use at least half an hour to redraft the pattern by hand and retrace it off.
I would say that it's a really good course to do, and you'd feel like giving up sometimes, but you shouldn't, because persevere. Like, looking at it now that it's done, I'm proud of the fact that I've actually made it. That through times where I just felt like giving up, and it's like done now. So the hardest thing has been making adjustments to the dress to fit the model perfectly, because Optitex isn't always right. Okay, I'm not.
I've never actually made anything. I did like textiles when I was younger and stuff, but I've always wanted to, but I've never had like facilities to do it. So when someone gave me that chance to actually do it, especially with the software and stuff, it was obviously a great opportunity. I suck with computers, so I didn't like it at first, but you get used to it after a while, and it does really help. When you see it printed out, it does look a bit ridiculous, but then when you actually use it, you're like, oh, I see where this is going now. So yeah, it's really, really helpful, rather than actually making a pattern yourself.
One of the other things that we're very lucky with here is that we have the facility to print our patterns. So it's not only that we create them on the software and we visualise them, but then we print the patterns out full scale as well. With Optitex, we can instantly move our darts, make pattern adaptations, increase body proportions, reduce body proportions, add different details to the software, whereas if we're doing it manually, these different processes are quite time consuming and take a lot of effort to do. It was a massive learning curve for the students because the desktop isn't like anything they've seen before. A lot of the students had never used a 2D design program before, nor had they used any 3D visualization. But they were fantastic with it. They took to it really, really well. I did expect the students to be very excited about it, but they're now coming back to me saying, can I make my own patterns? Can I work independently? Can I do stuff for home? Which is fantastic. It's what we want. It was really interesting when some of our students went down for interviews, because our Year 13 students who have all been accepted in the first choice placements, when they've gone to universities for their interviews, the universities were quite surprised and very pleased that they actually had an understanding of this programme, that they demonstrated that they could understand it, that they could use it, that they could exploit the properties and the qualities of the software. They could go out into an apprenticeship, they could go out into the job market straight away, they could go on to do a HND course, or they could go into a university placement. The skill set the students are leaving with is more, I feel, on this course through having access to the software than what some of our competitors or some of the schools and colleges round about are offering.
I want to own my own label when I'm older, so obviously it's beneficial to learn all the skills and that. So that's why I chose the course. Yeah. I've got like a specific taste in clothes and that, and it's hard to find the stuff that I want, so it's always been something I've always wanted to make them myself rather than buy them off other people and that. And then I just thought, yeah, I'd like to own a label, like just get it mass produced, good money as well, so it's all good. Next year I guess it's just being able to do it to like an even better quality, like because obviously this is the first year I've done anything like this, so next year I have more experience from the start. So I'm just looking forward to just work even harder next year, making something even better.
I chose to do this because it really interests me how you can just design something and actually physically make it. And it actually comes from your own ideas and from nothing else. I didn't ever see myself as doing something like this, but I've actually really enjoyed it. And it's like just something new, and it really has helped me with all my other subjects as well. I'm really proud of how it's like the finished product came together, because I didn't ever imagine it would look this sort of good as a final piece. I thought it would just sort of look like bits of fabric put together, but it actually looks like something you could actually wear out, which I was quite impressed with.
This year's been really exciting, and the students were incredibly motivated and very successful in the variety of garments that they made, and they made them to a really high quality. Next year is going to be even better.
And it's benefited me in the way of I had offers from quite a lot of university purely based on the fact that I'd learnt this software and had chances to make patterns on a computer and had them readily made. So yeah, it's definitely benefited me. It's been quite a journey, because we've had all the design process and learning how to use the software and then cutting out our pieces and everything. So to see the final garment and see what I've made, it was I felt like quite of an achievement. So that was kind of good.
I think the course has gone really well. I'm really pleased, and I'm pleased and proud of the students. It's been really hard work, and there's more hard work ahead. But these are pre-degree level students, and they're working at degree level, and I'm really excited about that, and I'm really proud of this class I've had.